Hi everyone, welcome to Deanna Creates. So in today's video, we are going to be working on another Christmas in July project, and we are going to be using this gorgeous little cardinal and wreath from the IOD Christmas Valley transfer. This transfer right here. This is from last year. It's a beautiful transfer, and I hope to use it more this year because I didn't get to use it a lot last year. And then we are going to be using some scrapbook paper from this vintage Christmas paper pad that I got at Hobby Lobby last year. We are going to be using this really pretty gingham paper with some pine cones on it. And this just has some really beautiful background type papers in it. I got this last year at Hobby Lobby for 40% off, and it was $9.99. So it's a great value. So if they have it this year, this might be a great paper to pick up. And so then I have a canvas board. This is a 9x12 canvas board, and I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's the Master's Touch, and I painted it in the Mineral Fusion Bayberry Green, which is one of my all-time favorite greens. And then we're just going to add to it. So let's just get started. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to decoupage this onto our board. Now I already did put a satin top coat on the top of this to help the transfer. So I did already do that as just a little bit of prep. But now we just want to decoupage this to our canvas board. And so let's do that really quickly here. And I'm just using just this decoupage gel that I have. You could use even the top coat, the clear top coat. You can use that too. Whatever you have on hand to decoupage. So you guys, I know a lot of people have been doing Christmas in July. I hope that you have enjoyed those, and I hope you enjoy this. And goodness, it's gonna be August already. Can you guys believe that? I cannot. I just don't know. So I guess we'll be starting to look at fall projects. And then of course Halloween, which you guys know is just my favorite. All right. Won't come all the way down, but we'll get a good coat on here, and then we're going to kind of line it up. This is a 9x12 and this paper is not, so just have to play with it a little bit till we get it where we want it. I'm going to put trim around it, so I'm not real worried about it, but I do want to kind of line it up the best I can. And then I'm going to use my brayer just to help get this down on here. So excuse the squeaking. Because I want to get a nice coat on it. This helps with, especially when you're doing paper, scrapbook paper, because the scrapbook paper it tends to want to kind of buckle sometimes. And this one's wanting to do that. So the brayer kind of helps to smooth it out. So they're almost there. There's little buckles happening in here. I might have to pull it up a little bit. Just smoothing it out. This is kind of the hardest part when you use paper on this. But I think that has it. Oops. pretty good. This little corner right here. You know, sometimes I've been using decoupage paper so much for projects that I forget about all my wonderful scrapbook paper that I love so much. So, all right, so now we are going to take this transfer, and I'm just going to kind of place it in the middle here. Let me try to look at it. And like I said, I've already put the top coat down for this to help make that a little bit easier. Oh, you guys, this is gonna be so pretty. And so, oh goodness. Oh, you guys, look at that so far. Isn't that gonna be gorgeous? So I'm gonna go over it first. Just kind of a good, get it started. So what do you guys have planned for wrapping up summer? You got kiddos getting ready to go back to school, our grandkids. It's hard to believe it's a school year again. I was at the Dollar Tree, and my Dollar Tree didn't have any fall and Halloween out yet, but boy, they had lots of school supplies. I used to love getting new school supplies. That probably tells you guys how kind of geeky I am, but oh my gosh, I loved getting school supplies. But as a young child, I did love school. I am a lifelong learner, still learning. Trapper Keeper. Did you guys have a Trapper Keeper? I actually saw that those had come back a couple years ago. Shopping for new school clothes. That was always so fun. So we're just working this transfer, and what I find that works best is that you just hold up on it as you are using your little transfer tool. It seems to really help it, and it seems to work better. I have struggled in the past with them not being able to get them up when I just was trying to do the whole transfer, so I found this works really well. Actually, you guys had started working on this idea. I had the paper out and everything to do last year, and I never got it done. And this could be used all winter. It wouldn't just have to be for Christmas because of the you know, there's not really, it's all winter stuff, so it could be used, you know, all winter season. You wouldn't have to just have it out at Christmas. But I do tend to lean more to the kind of nature stuff anyway for Christmas anymore. I really like that. And I have cardinals all year round that I love to watch, and I feed the birds every day. They're such a joy. I'm definitely a bird lover. Wildlife in general, it's so amazing to watch. Oh, you guys, this looks so pretty. Well, I'd love to know. You guys tell me in the comments, when do you start decorating for the holidays? Do you start putting out your fall in August, or do you wait till September, or when do you start? Tell me. And are you going to create something fun this year for fall? You got some new projects on your list, or what are you planning? Just a few more little berries here and we'll be all done. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at that. Oh, isn't that so pretty? Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So let's just take the back of our transfer here and let's just kind of burnish it a little bit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love it when you envision something and it like comes to fruition. It comes out the way that you envisioned it. Because, you know, sometimes that doesn't happen. So I'm glad to see that this did. I thought the colors would be really, really good for this. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. And so now, of course, let's take some of our distress inks and let's go around. I got these new little sponge applicators. I've seen lots of people use them and to put down their distress inks. So let's just see how this works, if we like this or not. That works pretty good. I just got I tried a little pack on Amazon just to see if I would like them or not. But this is just going to kind of give it more of that vintage look. Around the edges here. That works pretty good. I don't know that it works any better than the makeup sponges, but okay. I like it. All right, and now what I want to do is I want to get my little my stickles, and I want to go over these red berries somewhat with this. I finally got the Christmas red in the stickles early enough that they didn't sell out of it this year. I never get it in time. And I'm not going to do it on all of these berries. I just want to kind of randomly put it in spots just to kind of highlight them. Just to let the light kind of catch it. But I definitely don't want to do it everywhere. Just here and there. And you guys, I've been actually going a little simpler on some of my projects and just really letting the pieces, the elements that I'm using stand out really for themselves. And I'm finding I really like that. Just keeping things simpler and not using a whole lot of different things. Like I said, I'm finding I'm really enjoying doing that. And what I might do, I did not bring my green paint over here, but I might go and add a little bit of the, where the leaves are, I might go and add some of that green to the leaves. We'll see. So see, we're just adding just a little bit just to kind of make it stand out. Again, I don't want to do all of it, just here and there. And I think that is perfect. And so there is just, there it is with the extra little stickles on there, just kind of making that pop a little bit. And then I think I'm going to take my Faber-Castell pens, and this is, I don't know what color this is. It just has a number. In a brown, and I want to just kind of highlight these pine cones in some of the dark spots to make them stand out. And these Faber-Castell pens are wonderful for that, for bringing out any highlights or anything in your paintings. You can use these in your art journal, but I particularly love them for shading. I don't know how well you can see, but that immediately makes that pine cone just really kind of come to life. And so it's a great way to do that, especially, you know, if you don't feel like you have any painting skills, or, you know, you're intimidated by that. These pens just really, really offer that ability to give depth to your paintings, to your pieces. And so if you don't have these are definitely something that I recommend that you add to your stash of supplies, because I love them. I love them so much. And you can you can just take your finger over them if you wanted to, like, you know, kind of blend it in, like so. They blend beautifully. They are just a favorite of mine. And again, it is just something where I'm doing just very little subtle things to this to make things pop and stand out. And it makes such a difference. Make sure you guys can see me. It's hard to see it on camera, I know. So it's like you're getting into the shadows of where the little pine cones, the dark shadows of there. And it just makes such a difference. And like if you don't like it or it looks like you got too much, you can just smudge it with your fingers. So this again is just a simple little project, not with a lot of supplies. If you may not have this transfer, you can do a napkin like this. That would be beautiful. And there's some beautiful Christmas napkins that have cardinals on them. That would be very, very pretty. So there it is, kind of with those accents. You can see how it just kind of, again, makes it stand out. And then I think I'm going to take my ice crystal pen, and I do want to put like some little icicles onto the pine cones too, or maybe onto the little, just kind of here and there on some of them. Again, I'm just wanting it to stand out a little. It's just subtle, subtle things. Now, if you love lots of sparkle and all of that, you certainly add to it the way that you want. Really what I'm doing is just trying to get you into creating and thinking about the season and just the joy and the peace that it brings as you create. Give you some just different ideas for simple projects, because right, simplicity these days, we need that, don't we? So much going on, we're so busy. We need things to be simple. This snow pen, this ice crystal pen, it'll dry, it'll be kind of clear with the little sparkles. But again, it's going to give it some dimension as it dries. And we might touch some of these berries, maybe some of the leaves too. Give Give it that winter feel. All right, and you can see it's already starting to come to life a little bit. So you can see how that looks right there. All right, and so then like the last thing that I want to do is I want to just add some trim around it. So I have this beautiful gross grain red trim that I got at Hobby Lobby. I got it in this pack of ribbon, and it's just the most gorgeous red. But what I think I'm going to do first is I have this washi tape that's kind of a plaid and red, and I think I'm going to go around my entire edges with this, and then maybe go over it with that other ribbon, just to kind of give it a little bit more color. And so I'm going to put that across the bottom and across the top here. That'll help too, because like I said, it's the paper is not the same size as the board. It's a little smaller. And that already, like, it's almost like it's making a frame around it. And I don't know, I might not put the red ribbon because I'm really liking this. I think we might just leave the sides open. I kind of like that. I think putting it on the entire sides is going to be too much. So let's just trim this off. And then you guys, I think that is really all that I'm going to do with this. We might shade the little bird a little bit more. I don't know. Let's see what color this will show up on this bird. But I think he's really good. That's not really doing much for him. So I think we are going to call this project good. What I did not do is I did not find any words to put on here, and I do think I would like to add some beautiful words to this. Something really simple and nature-ish kind of. But there it is, you guys. Really simple project. Some scrapbook paper, a transfer. Like I said, you could use a napkin, and then just using some of our fun little elements, stickles and ice crystal pen. Really, you know, whatever kind of things that you have like that, just to add just little hints here and there to add a little texture and dimension. I just really, really love how it turned out. So I hope you guys give this a try. Be sure to leave me in the comments and let me know if you've done any projects for Christmas in July, and what you have done and what you have planned coming up for fall. I would love for you guys to share that. So as always, I appreciate you guys. Love and light to you all, and we'll see you again real soon.